Hey, Candy. All right. Okay, I'm gonna give a couple more minutes. Hello, everybody. Okay. Hi, guys. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So, welcome to Real Talk Tuesday. If this is your first time coming on, thank you for joining us. This is a place where I promote different businesses, and we're able to get a deeper look into entrepreneurs' lives and what really goes on behind the scenes. So everybody is welcome here. We love everybody here. And we just have one rule. You have to be real, raw, and relevant in this space and keep it, just plain and simple for everybody can understand and just be real. So, thanks everybody again who has shared, who has watched, who has commented and liked all of these. And if you're new, thank you for joining me again. So this month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So shout out to everybody who has survived or going through it and who are trying to overcome it. My prayers go out to you and whoever is involved, your family members, sisters, brothers, aunts. Not brothers, sorry, but sisters, aunts, whoever. So my prayers go out to you. That's why I'm wearing the Trap Theology Breast Cancer hoodie tonight to represent Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And if you want one of those, you can check him out at Trap Theology. So next, I guess I'm going to introduce who I have tonight. I'm super excited. If you know me, last week I did say that I love my teeth, but I'm such a girl about my face as well. So this has been a product that I've actually been using for a couple months now. I am actually almost out, and I was lucky enough to order some just recently. So tonight we have Amelia Quay. So I'm going to go ahead and add her in now. So let's see here. Hello.
Hey, that was easy. Hey,
Yeah.
guys. Hey,
Hi.
how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited to be on here. I've never done a live before, so
Really? This is your first time?
this is my first live.
Oh my gosh, I feel so special. Thank you for
Thank
joining me. Your skin looks amazing, by the way.
you. I did decide to wear a fresh face to the interview, so
No,
I'm just trying to, be my number one spokesperson.
yes, it's beautiful. So let's jump right in. So Amelia, being that your reviews are amazing, was it a personal experience that drove you to create your product?
Yeah, so I actually when I started using my black soap face wash, I just started it like for myself. It wasn't initially supposed to be like a business. I just really was trying to use like natural products and the products from Ghana, which is my homeland, and I wanted to make something suitable for my skin. And I like the black soap because um I was always traveling, so I would always like bring a little bit with me, and then I would like use it to wash my face. But the more that I used it, I was like, it's messy, and there's certain things
Right.
about it that's kind of hard to work with. So
Right.
I started to like design something really just like for myself to use, and then eventually my skin just like started to improve so much, and it just became a whole business. So I don't know.
So, a follow-up question. What makes your brand unique considering the skincare market has an infinite amount of options?
Yeah, so like I said, with the black soap foaming, or the black soap, the typical African black soap, it is a great product. But like I said, when you have the authentic version of it, there's just a lot of stuff that, like, it's messy, it's hard to transport or to carry. It
Gotcha.
can have like pieces or like sediments in it, which might tear your skin. There's just, and also it can be drying. That's one of the most popular complaints or negative things that I hear about black soap. So my soap, because of the changes that I've made and the improvements that I've made, and because it comes in the foaming variety, it just kind of sets it aside from anything else that was out there when I started my brand, especially because of the foaming pump that was pretty much like
Yeah.
unseen at the time that I introduced it. Now I'm starting to see it pop up
Yeah.
everywhere. So, which is to be expected, but
Right.
that really set me aside in the beginning.
And it has really been amazing. Really been amazing.
I'm
So,
glad.
in the instant culture we live in, a lot of people get discouraged when things aren't profitable quickly. So, how long did it take you to develop your product to the perfection it is?
Yeah, that's a really good question because I think a lot of times people like get so excited about something, and you get all your guns blazing, and you're just excited and want to get to the finish line, and when something pops up, or when something hey girl, but when something goes wrong, it's easy to get discouraged and to feel like, oh, this is not working out. So for me, like I said, I didn't make my product with the intention of starting a line initially. Over time, that's something that I decided I want to do. But it was years that I was just using the product and making changes every now and then before I got the finished product. And since I actually started my company, there has been other products which I wanted to introduce. And I'm like 90% there, but something will go wrong. And
God.
like, I just want to announce the release date. I just want to like let people know like it's here, but I can't because it's just not ready. So um it's really just about, honestly, just keeping your head in the game and just trying and trying again until you reach the solution, because you eventually will come to the solution if you keep trying.
Right. So do you just only test the product on yourself, or do you have friends that
Oh, no, no. I definitely had my friends, which were my guinea pigs. And
got
when I had some friends like who actually had severe like face, like I had a friend who was using Accutane, and she just couldn't
you?
find anything to clear up her acne. And she was one of the first people to start using my face wash. So it was like when I started to be like, okay, like my skin is glowing, that's one thing. But like, am I gonna sell this product to other people? That's scary. I don't want to put like a product out there with my name on it and then people's face starts breaking out. So when I really started to have like different types of people with different skin problems, and they were all liking the soap, that's when I started to realize like, okay, this product could be like really good for people.
That is so amazing. So the name AFOKOSKIN was inspired by what? And what was the other names considered for your business?
So, so that's funny. Okay, so Afoko Skin is actually named after me. My first name is Afoko. My full name is Afoko Amelia Quay. Like, nobody ever seems to know what I
Wow.
because like I know people call me like Quazy, Amelia, Baby Quay, whatever, whatever. But my full name is Afoko Amelia Quay. So Afoko Skin is just named after my first name. It's
Wow. That is
I know
beautiful.
it seems like it's like a lot more like thoughtful, but it's really not.
Wow. I never knew that. So Apico Amelia Quay is your full name.
Yeah, exactly.
That is
I
beautiful.
did change the spelling. My first name is actually spelled with R's. It's spelled like AFORKOR. It's like it's like a traditional family name, but so I just dropped the R's and then I made it like that. Ghana girl, let the people know. Yes, I am a Ghanaian girl. So yeah.
Yes. So, your social media reflects a beautiful, well-traveled woman. How have your travels influenced your skincare line?
So I definitely, like I said, when I first started using the soap, it was primarily because I was moving around so much. And I honestly started to use the black soap because I wanted something solid. And I couldn't bring like the soap that I was using at the time to travel. So that's when I started to use it. And then just throughout, like, um, going different places and like seeing like different things that they do, and
Mm-hmm.
just like, you know, your skin also going through so much. I've just been trying to create not only soap but a full skincare line that can address like a wide range of people, a wide range of skin types, and also which is going to, in the future, as I continue to release more products, but it's also going to be seasonal. So, you know, when you have those winter months that you need that extra moisture and extra care, and then in the summer when you're traveling, you're going on vacation, and you might need more sunscreens and you know, shimmer oils or whatever the case may be. I want to be able to um, oh yeah, thanks whoever said that. The pen's name is misspelled. Thank you. But yeah, I want to be able to create products that are really just global all around. So
That's amazing. So, how many countries have you visited, and what are your upcoming places that you're going?
so I think I've been, honestly, it's sad because I don't know. I think I've been to like 31 or 32 countries. I know it's over 30.
Amelia.
I know. So
Wow,
yeah.
I want to be like you.
Yeah, honestly, I want to be like me. I like get travel sick when I'm even at home. Like I just want to like go somewhere. So yeah, my next trip is gonna be probably to Ghana. I'm gonna be in Ghana in December, but until then, I'm just gonna be here working. I have a lot of stuff to do. So
I bet you're going to see family.
yeah, I am, and I have a wedding to attend. So.
Oh, sweet. So, what's the one thing that drives you to the excellence that you've achieved?
I would say right now, what really motivates me is just the fact that crazily enough, I feel like where I'm at right now is like everything I've ever wanted. So like I mean, I have had like just such a unique experience, and I decided to move to Dubai, and then I came back, and I was, you know, driving Uber. I worked at a store. I just have done so many things, but my ultimate goal was always entrepreneurship. So I don't know if a lot of people even know the story of my business and how it came to be, but I'm actually approaching 6 months in business in a couple weeks. So AFOKOSKIN has not even existed for 6 months. So like to think of everything that I have accomplished, and I have my storefront, and I'm shipping out all these orders, and having, you know, so many great things happening. It's like that momentum to me, and the fact that I can like, you know, those like Snapchat and Instagram, like 1 year ago today, like when I see that, I was at work. Like, you know what I mean? I was at my job, like, and I was on the MARTA, and I was like, you know, like grinding for the, like
Yeah.
to where I am now. So to me, like that's like the biggest, you know, like motivation to like keep working. Like I just had, you know, my birthday just passed, and I was celebrating and everything, but when I finished all that, I'm just like, I don't want to go out anymore. I don't want to travel. I don't want to be on Instagram. Like I want to focus because I enjoy like achieving the things that I've been wanting for so long, you know? And if it's the time, if you're in a position and you have everything set up that you can, you know, go after the things that you want, then don't be the thing that stops you. So that's my like, you know, that's what I'm telling myself all the time.
Inspiration. I love that. So, are you working another job now, or is Africa Skin primarily
Yeah,
the
that's it. So actually, funny enough, so like I said, last year I was working in another job. I was actually like a personal shopper in a luxury store. So I wasn't really happy at that job. It was like, you know, like kind of up and down. Like not like a, it was commission job. So, you know, it's like not secure. So I had got a new job. I was so excited to start my new job. I'm like, with this job, I'm going to start my skincare line. 2020, I had all these plans for the year. Mm-hmm. So on the day that was supposed to be my first day to my new job, they were like, don't come in, like, we're closing, corona, like everything, like, everything shut down. I'm like, what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's my first day of work. Like, I quit my other job. So I'm like unemployed at this point. And they're like, don't come in. And so they eventually like laid me off. I had no job. So that was another kind of like motivation. I'm like, now I don't have to show up. That was when everybody was on lockdown and people really didn't know what was going on. People weren't able to go to work. So I'm like, at this point, nobody is like counting on me to come in. The fact that I'm unemployed is like not really crazy right now. You know what I mean? Because like everybody's unemployed. Everybody's getting laid off. Everybody's getting sent home. So I was like, I get time. Like, you know what I mean? Like the one thing I haven't had is time. So I just went to work. And that was it. That was like, everything changed from that. So yeah, I don't have a job anymore. When they finally like called me back, I was like, I don't need, they actually didn't offer me my job back, but they called me back to tell me I didn't have my job, but I was like, it's fine because I have my company.
That is so inspirational. Wow.
It was crazy. It's God.
You didn't have nothing like before the job ended, like no products. You just.
Well, I will say I had like I didn't have anything set up. Like I had the intention to do this, but it was always going to be like a long shot. Like at best, maybe by the end of the year, I could have like started to pull things together. But I was kind of thrown into it, and I said I don't have anything else right now, and I know I do want to make this work. I was like, at that point, I knew I had the soap. Like I said, I already had people using it, and I had been using it for years. So I was like, I'm going to put the soap out. And so that's how it started.
Wow. Such an amazing story. So are you planning on expanding to like big box stores such as like Walmart or Target? Like, can we just go pick this up at a store? Like, because look.
Yes. We definitely are working on it. That's all I'll say about that. I am excited for what is going to come with that. So yeah, I do plan to be in, major retailers.
That's awesome. So looking at your skin, I'm completely in awe. It's just so beautiful. You look beautiful with makeup or without makeup. So what
as well.
Your flawless skin like yours, like walk us through your daily skin regimen.
Okay, well, I will say I do have a video on my YouTube channel. It's kind of out of date, but I do still use those products from time to time. But I'll say the only thing that I'm like really, really consistent that I use every single day is my soap. And then I use just a regular moisturizer. It's like a CeraVe daily facial moisturizer. I use that in the morning. And then at nighttime, I use my soap with a mask, either a Kiehl's mask or a, what's the other one that I use? Laneige, which is a Korean skincare. So I started getting really excited about skincare when I was working at the luxury store last year because, like I said, I had my soap and I was getting like very into like the natural products, and I just wanted to like try all these different types of stuff. And I was like, my soap is amazing. It's great, but I'm like, it's not a full extensive skincare. Like, it doesn't, there's so many different things to address when it comes to skincare. So I am working to expand the skincare product line that it's going to have. The face wash is going to be like step 1. And then we're going to have a toner for step 2, a serum for step 3, and then a night mask for step 4. I think that's it. Cleanse, tone, serum, moisturize, and then a night mask. So you'll have like a daily moisturizer and a night moisturizer. So, yeah, and I think those are like the most things to have in your skin.
Right. Would the moisturizer have like SPF in it? Like
the moisturizer I use right now does have SPF. With the one that I'm going to have available, it would just depend. I haven't even started working on that, so I don't want to say. But gotcha. am also thinking of like incorporating SPF into an oil serum. So it will be, that's like something that's very different. So typically I know you like when you get the moisturizers, you have like a very heavy feel, and with the serum you're not going to have that. So like I said, I always try to keep things really unique and different with my skin, the things that I bring to AFOKOSKIN, and I want it to just really serve like a global purpose and to be stuff that can be used
Yes.
universally.
That's amazing. So I know a lot of people have been on the skin things right now. I see a lot of products roaming around on Instagram. So I actually got on your channel and I watched a video of yours. And so then after your video, I actually seen people like reviewing your product. So I wanted to know, do you watch these videos? Do you like, is this you like take notes of how you can better your product, or
Yeah.
how do you go about that?
Yeah. I mean, like I'm still AFOKOSKIN's biggest fan. So like when a review comes in, or when like a video or a mention, or like I even love when people just talk about it on their story and they're like, "Afro skin." They always say it wrong, but like you know what I mean. It's just like I love to hear people talk about it and talk about how like it's just doing great for their skin. So I definitely sometimes I do miss these things. I just don't see everything because we get a lot of messages, and I have an assistant who helps me out. So sometimes I overlook things, or I just don't see them. But if I see it, like I definitely take the time to like watch and see what people say. I'm definitely always looking for ways to improve, you know, because I'd rather know that these are the issues and try to address it than to just like, you know, not know.
Gotcha. Well, that is amazing. So now we're going to move into the next part of the show. So this is the Velvet Bowl, Amelia. So I don't know what I'm going to draw out. It could be a word, it could be a phrase. Um, so what I want you to do is basically tell everybody whatever I pull out, how it feels to you, or how, you know, you can relate to whatever I pull out, what it means to you. So I pulled out holy community. What does that mean?
I will say actually this is something that I was just thinking about earlier today. Because for me, like a holy community is people who I can trust, I guess spiritually, who
Mm-hmm.
I can like trust for guidance. And you know, you have different people in your life for different reasons. There's certain people who motivate me in business, but in terms of their moral compass, I wouldn't, um, you know, follow their lead. So I think it's good to have a people, I guess you could call it a holy community, or people around you who I guess have a good moral code and who you could trust for advice, for sound advice, for people who you can count on and depend on, and such that. And I think in business is actually very important because
Yeah.
even for me, and when I'm making decisions on a daily basis, who should I work with, who should I bring in to work under me, who can I trust to do different things, or I might just be having like a stressful day, I might have gotten some complaints about something, I might have an issue with the manufacturer, who can I count on to talk to, who can I vent to. So I think the community that you keep is very, very important to success. For sure.
Yes, I totally agree. So do you have a team working with you right now, or are you just working alone?
I do have an employee. I guess I definitely am trying to build a team. That's something I'm working
Got
on right
Nice. So I see in the comments some people are saying they want to purchase, but it's sold out. So I know you just had a launch or a sale what, last week, last Friday, right?
now.
So do you have a new date for the people that want to purchase?
I think we're gonna restock on Friday. I'm gonna announce officially tomorrow, but it should be Friday.
Okay.
But I will say we do have travel size available still. I know that you know, people, especially people who have been using the product, they already know they like it and they want a big bottle of it. But if you're in a rush, you can get the smaller size available right now.
All right, awesome. Well, guys, please go follow AFOKOSKIN. I'm saying it correctly, right? Did I?
AFOKOSKIN, yeah, it's close
Yes.
enough.
Say it again. Let me make sure I'm saying it.
AFOKOSKIN.
AFOKOSKIN.
AFOKOSKIN, yeah, AFOKOSKIN.
AFOKOSKIN. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So please go follow her Instagram, get her product. As you can see, I am almost out. I just ordered a new bottle. So please go follow her, support her business. This is a great product. If you know me, I struggle with acne. I don't know where it came from. I never had acne like this. I've had like adult acne. So this product, and I'm actually mix it with like regular black soap as well. So this product, it foams very well. I love that it foams so well. And I mix it with the regular black soap. It has really taken my blemishes out. You can't really see them as much as you used to. So please, guys, I believe in this product, and I know when you purchase it, you will too. So please go follow her, get the product today, and thank you so much for joining us tonight on Real Talk Tuesday, Amelia. We enjoyed it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. So come back, tune in 2 weeks. We'll have another guest. Thank you so much again, Amelia, and have a good night, guys.
And thank you to whoever that comment was. I'm glad to see it's doing good for you. Good
Yeah,
night, everybody.
yeah. Was there any questions for you down here?
I don't know. I haven't
see.
saw
I
that last
covered
one.
it. Okay. Well, perfect. So good night, guys, and thank you again. Bye-bye.
Bye.